Coal-fired
would you
power.
like to see in the
Coal-fired
next
power.
5 years?
Coal-fired power.
On Sunday night, I drove up to Horsham for the inaugural Across Victoria Alliance conference to see former Deputy Prime Minister and new One Nation frontman Barnaby Joyce speak at the welcome dinner. In his speech, one phrase kept coming up. He repeated it when I spoke to him after.
So can you just explain in, I guess, a little bit more simple terms what you mean by the term of intermittent power rather than renewable energy?
I never call it renewable because it's not renewable. It's intermittent. That means it intermittently comes on, then it goes off. It is built with certainly non-renewable solar panels and non-renewable wind towers.
That sounds straightforward, but it's not actually how Australia's power system works. Wind and solar aren't being built on their own. They're being built with batteries so power can be delivered reliably whenever it's needed. And on the ground, projects are being built with wind, solar, and big batteries together. So why would anyone still call it intermittent power? Well, maybe because intermittent power sounds scary. But the thing is, most people aren't worried about this. Renewables are pretty popular in the regions. I put some numbers to Joyce. Polling by Renew Australia for All of people living in areas like Western Victoria and Gippsland found that 62% are in favour of more renewable energy and only 17% of residents were in opposition.
This is garbage. I would say that what they're saying is a load of rubbish. Overwhelmingly, in the vast majority, farmers don't want intermittent power. They don't want to be around it. They don't want near it.
Notice Joyce's framing again. Farmers don't want intermittent power. Of course, majority support for renewables doesn't mean every project is popular. Some projects have triggered backlash where consultation was poor or contracts weren't clear. These projects can bring uneven impacts for landholders. So you can have support at the regional level and conflict at the project level at the same time. Anyway, Joyce did acknowledge that batteries can back up renewables, but he framed it as a hidden weakness.
It has to be backed up with hundreds of billions of dollars in batteries and other things.
In reality, batteries aren't an add-on or a patch. They're exactly how the modern grid system is designed to work, and they certainly won't cost the taxpayer hundreds of billions, but this video is already getting long. So then I asked what Australia could do instead in the next few years to replace ageing coal. Joyce's answer? More coal.
So what lower cost alternative
Coal-fired
would you
power.
like to see in the
Coal-fired
next
power.
5 years?
Coal-fired power. If you want a genuine form of renewable, it's hydroelectricity. And that's genuine. If you want to build big dams, you'll get definitely a form of, because God makes it rain, the rain fills up the dam, and you have a renewable form of power, okay? You can't go in the middle of the night and just turn on a solar panel. It doesn't work. You can't, when it's not windy, just make it wind.
So Joyce's answer is new coal, but Australia's official cost benchmark, the CSIRO AEMO Gen Cost Report, shows that over the coming decade, renewables with batteries are the lowest cost new power option, while new coal plants rank among the most expensive and slowest to build. So when you hear renewable energy described as intermittent power, it's a cue to look more closely or ask more questions, because in politics, the words used to describe a system don't always capture how that system actually works.